Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin saw this reversal type of scenario that we talked on my previous video, because yesterday we talked about this. With each and every breakout, the strength of Bitcoin was weakening. You can see here, as soon as we broke out of this upper line area of this descending triangle, we had this really nice price movement, which was almost like around 22%. Similar scenario, broke out of this upper line, we had a price movement of 11.27%, and this breakout, we said maybe we might not go higher than this 11.27 before seeing some sort of a reversal. Why I was saying that? Because yesterday guys, I added this CPR indicator. This CPR indicator right now, the lines what you can see here, these are leading indicator that provide us with information beforehand, and I haven't seen anyone other in this crypto community talking about this leading indicator, and this is the only place you are going to hear about the leading indicator, because we are aware of moving averages, Bollinger Band. Those are all lagging indicator which provides us information only after the trend had started. So that's why guys, with this leading indicator, we also got the exact price target for this September month, the first monthly R1 target line. This green line, you can see how perfectly the price came at this R1 line, which was around 52,712, because I have been calling this price movement. The price of Bitcoin could see at least a gravitation around this monthly R1 line, and after that we could see some sort of a reversal type of scenario, and this exact scenario is what we are also witnessing in price action of Bitcoin. So now the question here is this trend going to see a pullback at least towards this monthly CPI line before again starting this rally here to the upward direction? Because in the past Bitcoin price action, if you go backward guys, let me show you this one scenario, right? This is very important to understand, because if you go back here, when the price of Bitcoin started this new rally, I have talked about this already in my video. You can see this was also a VCPR. I mean, this VCPI usually indicates the price is moving without touching the three CPI lines here, right? Top CPI, central CPI, bottom CPI line. And you can see when the trend started, where did it went? At this monthly, the first monthly R1 line. And as soon as we reached there, we got this reversal, and this reversal brought us all the way back towards the monthly CPI line, the top CPI line. And after that we started this again, more of a consolidation and also slow move here to the upward direction. You can see for the next month, the June month, similar scenario happened. I mean, the price here started moving without touching the CPI line, right? You can see it went higher, and as soon as we reached the monthly R1 line, we got a rejection, and all of a sudden a pullback that brought us again around this monthly CPI line. It is not that important that price has to see a pullback around the monthly CPI line, but in most of the cases, you can see whenever we have seen the VCPR, the price always saw this gravitation around the CPI line, right? And after we found support at the CPI line, we also started this trend here to the upside. So that's why guys, that's why what I wanted to tell you here is that price of Bitcoin in our case right now also came exactly at this monthly R1 line. And as soon as we got the monthly R1 line, we got a rejection, and this pullback is what we are witnessing. But is there a likelihood to this trend to continue also towards the CPI line? Because we are aware between this price range right now around this 50,500, we do have some strong line of support lying around for Bitcoin. Because if you look at this price movement here, let me actually show you in a bit different way, okay? And if you want to support the channel in any way, then feel free to use my ref link provided here in the description down below. You'll also find my Twitter account and my official Instagram account. Guys, there are many scammers pretending to be me, so please always come back to this video description for double confirmation. So now let's switch the chart. So now if we look at this again in a daily time frame, you can see any sort of a price pullback, which support line are we going to focus more on? This green line, which is the 20 exponential moving average, because every time when we have seen a pullback, this 20 exponential moving average always acted as a strong line of support. And after that, we also saw really nice bounce here in the price action of Bitcoin. You can see here, right? So that's why if this trend is going to continue, maybe we could be finding a strong support around this 20 exponential moving average before again continue this rally here to the upper duration. But before we even come to this 48,820 price range where the 20 exponential moving average is lying around, we do have some strong line of support above that. I mean around this 50,500 price range, because you can see here. So now if we look at this price action here in a 4-hour time frame, you can see right now the price of Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame looks like it is following this ascending channel type of scenario, because if this trend here is going to see any sort of a pullback, we are aware this lower line from this ascending channel, which also acted as a strong line of support here in the past Bitcoin price action, could be again acting as a strong line of support around this 50,000 to 50,500 price range. And if we also break below this support line, only then we are going to look around this 20 exponential moving average, which is at 48,800 to be our next support, or also as a price target here to the downward duration. Because as long as the price is going to remain inside this ascending channel, this shakeout should not bother us that much, because we can clearly see the price every time when we came and tested the lower line area of this ascending channel, we also saw a really nice bounce of it. Because after finding support, you can see we also tested the top of the channel here, top of the channel here after this pullback. So if this is also going to continue, right, we failed here because the center line, if you look at the center line area, this center line was very important. We did talk about this also on one of my video. You can see the center line was a strong line of resistance, also a strong line of support, right? So this exact center line also acted as a resistance along with this CPR line around $52,712. So that's the reason why we are witnessing this pullback type of scenario for Bitcoin. But now if we look at this in a bit different way, guys, I'm also going to show you this one scenario, because if you look at the price movement, what we are witnessing here, this pullback could be a retest, a possible retest before price again starting a new move here to the upside. Because we were aware this parallel channel, the upper line was a strong line of resistance, lower line you can see was a strong line of support. So right now this price pullback, you can see where did it got a rejection, I mean where did it found support? Exactly after reaching the previous temporary resistance line from this channel. So you can see exactly when we came at the previous temporary resistance line, we found support. So if this support is going to remain here, right, which is around 50,500 price range, then maybe the price could still consolidate and again try moving here to the upside. But if we do fail here, right, if we do fail the support, then we are going to look more of the support from this 20 exponential moving average and also this ascending channel, which I just showed you. Let me go back here. This here, right, this support, the lower line area. And not just only that, if you also monitor the price movement right now in a bigger time frame, nothing has changed so far. What I mean by that, the indicators are still in favor of bulls, even though we are seeing this pullback type of scenario. And this pullback right now could also find another strong support lying around this 51,000 price area, because this 0.618, right, could be actually acting as a strong line of support, and this pullback could be just a retest around this 0.618 and again price consolidating and trying to break here to the upside. Because as long as we are going to remain above this 51,000, there is still a probability of price moving here to the upside towards this 57,129, the next Fibonacci line of 0.786 as our potential upward price target for Bitcoin. So these are some of the scenarios I see right now looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame, smaller time frame, and also in a weekly time frame. So if you enjoyed my vlog, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I am signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.